I'm Randell Harper. I'm the face of manufacturing, and this is my story. So right out of high school, I went into the construction business because my brother and my cousin was in the construction business, and it was an easy transition from high school to a career, and the business started getting really busy, so over time they started passing jobs off to me, and I started doing them on my own. And after a couple more years, I wound up having my own full-time wallpaper hanging business. As I got older, I got into my early 30s, I was coming to the point in my life I realized I needed some type of retirement, 401k, and better benefits and insurance. So I started looking at other fields other than construction. My mom worked in the cotton mill and the manufacturing industry, and during the slow seasons, when I was hanging wallpaper, I would do odd jobs at the cotton mill, and then they came up with a weekend shift, so I was working there on the weekend and hanging wallpaper during the week. So I got a good little taste of the manufacturing industry, building my own business and managing different people. I think that made it a lot easier for me when I actually made the change and went over into manufacturing. So when I started working in the aluminum industry, I learned, every piece of equipment from the age oven to the saw to the press, and worked my way up over a year's time from team leader to supervisor. At that time in my life, I thought, I was doing good in my career, and I had an HR manager that kept talking to me about going back to college and trying to advance my career a little further. Every time I'd run into her, she would keep bringing up, when are you going to go to college? When are you going to go to college? And I kept putting it off, and coming up with excuse after excuse. I don't have time, or whatever the excuse might have been. And after 2 or 3 years of listening to her ask me about going back to college, I finally gave in and decided, well, I'll go check it out. I went to West Georgia Technical College. I thought to myself, while I'm here, if I can go ahead and get in, then I'll have more of a chance of sticking to it and getting it done. Now I'm just finishing up my associate's degree a little less than 2 years later, and I'm about to start my bachelor's degree. And I can actually see getting my MBA in the near future. And to think that I didn't have any time to find all the time I needed to take 5 or 6 classes a semester is a real big surprise to me. My wife had previously went to college. We were talking about, her getting back into college. So now maybe me, my wife, and 2 of my daughters graduating at the same time, how neat that would be. And I'm proud of my whole family. We're actually achieving a lot of things together. Looking back, I wouldn't change the path I took. Manufacturing is a great industry, and it really makes a difference at the end of the day when you can come to work and put all you have into it and leave knowing you did your best. Manufacturing has been a real blessing for me. It's afforded me the opportunity to advance myself in my career, to be able to go back to school. It's afforded me a lot of things. It's paid my bills for the last 10 or 15 years, and I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for manufacturing.